Man.
All right, let's do this thing. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, everybody. Really great to see you guys today. This is a super rare treat. One, you're not going to hear me play any bass today, which is always a treat, I think, to not hear that. But you're going to hear my friend Tony play and my friend John King play here as well. And Tony and I go back a long way. We were just talking about this earlier, probably about 10 years. And for his, was it your 30th birthday you said to order this bass? Or
50th.
50? No. It could be 50th.
Listen, man,
Not that old.
I'm going to buy another bass from you. Don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying?
How's the butter you got?
I don't know.
All right, it's for his 50th birthday.
Yeah.
The grave was throwing it off anyway.
Right,
you and I can't hide that. So anyway, so he wanted to do something special. And if you know Tony at all, you know he ain't buying anything off the shelf. You know,
Okay, here we go. Top Shelf Tony. Is that what it
Top
is?
Shelf Tony, that's it. Yeah, custom shop. And so we went back to FBass. And so talk to us a little bit about what you did here, because obviously we started with a BN5, which is always a great platform to build on.
Right.
But there's really kind of almost no part of this that hasn't had some kind of like little Tony touch to it. You want to talk about maybe the tent first? Where you want to go?
Yeah. Well, what it was I wanted to do the charcoal fade, which had been done before, and but I didn't want a straight maple colored neck.
Right.
So I talked to Marcel about tinting the neck so that the neck would actually come down and fairly match the horns coming into the bass.
Yeah.
And I think that turned out really, really well.
It really did, because if you hold that, let me grab mine. Because you're right. Like,
so if you can imagine a natural maple neck on this bass,
yeah,
it's not going to be.
Yeah, just the color's not right.
Yeah. So I talked to them about doing that. They did a great job of that. I like to have a little bling on the neck. So I usually do like a figured maple center on the neck.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a bird's eye maple here, but the bird's eye isn't so pronounced that it distracts from the rest of the instrument.
Right, and you can hear, I'll get it closer so we can see it, but it's also got some flame like towards the top and those wingate strips in the center.
Right. So we did the binding. I went with some glow-in-the-dark side dots.
The inlays.
Yeah, I tried to get the lights, but a la, Olympic, but, that's not on the shelf yet. So so we went with the glow-in-the-dark side dots. The logo, the tribal logo, bull logo, was to represent me being a Taurus.
Right.
And so we did that. The Deluxe.
And you kind of will see that on a few other things as we show into the Taurus stuff comes into play.
Exactly, yeah. So on the pickups, these are the first of the latest rendition of the Deluxe pickups.
Yeah.
So I waited for a while for those guys to kind of get them all dialed in and get that together. So we have that going on. Never had a ramp before. Decided to go ahead and try it, and I like it.
Yeah.
I actually like it.
Well, the nice thing, going back to the pickups, because those things are killers. So they're the first time you get like a true humbucking pickup from FBass that's not like a stacked, but it's separate coils, and you get all like the coil splitting options and stuff like that. So you can get single coil and the different wiring options, and it just gives you a ton of tonal versatility that
big time.
It's hard to get otherwise.
Yeah, big time. They did something, I guess this is recent, where they put a little groove on the passive knob. So any knob that you have that's a push-pull, it has this groove in it to allow you to be able to pull it comfortably in the event that you have your hands are wet. Yeah, which I thought was a cool little feature too.
Yeah.
So up here at the headstock, I decided to go with the gold nuts to kind of tie into the gold saddles on the bridge.
Yep.
I went with some gold screws. Just kind of try to make everything kind of blend a little bit. Bird's eye maple fretboard. Once again, the bird's eye turned out, once they cut it, it wasn't so pronounced that it really took away from anything else that was going on with the bass. So going back to the back, locally there's a shop, Gravity Strings, had Jimmy Gravity inlay a copper coin here. Copper is Taurus metal, and Crate and Bull, and he inlaid it so you can feel the edges, and it's just beautifully done there.
He did great. I mean, Jimmy Gravity's got kind of a St. Louis legend for repair and stuff like that. Yeah. Here at Fazio's Music, we use J Gravity sometimes if we've got something that's particularly difficult, or I've had a bunch of times where I get basses sent in on trade where the necks aren't right anymore, and he uses his special heat treatment to get them all looking straight and get the truss rods relief back in, and that guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's the man, for sure.
How long did that take? Because he's usually pretty slow for me.
well, I tell you what. I've known Jimmy for a while, so I came in. I said, "Hey, man, I've never asked you for a favor. I've got an emergency going on here. I need this done quickly." So he did. He actually did it within like a day or so.
Oh wow!
So I know, but so he was able to do that. That was a quick job for him. Gold screws on the tuners, on the back of the tuners. Kind of once again tie everything in.
Gold screws on the pickups as well.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if we said that or not. But
Yeah. On the strap, I wanted to do something different with the strap to keep it FBass. So I took the FBass strap that I had, and I had them laser the logo that's on the 12th fret. I had them laser that into the strap, and I had them laser in all of the traits, all of the Taurus traits into the strap.
And that wasn't FBass that did that. That was a local guy.
This
right?
a local, local
like a
leather guy.
Leather worker.
Yeah, that did that for me. Named Chris. His company name escapes me right now, but
this is really cool. I want to do this with mine, and I think when people see it, they'll probably want to do the same. Yeah. But it came out like really, really nice.
Yeah, and I apologize to him for not having his company name like on my brain right now. But his name is Chris, and I can get you the information for anybody that wants to have something similar done for themselves. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. But just really stoked about the way the instrument turned out. Sometimes you do instruments in your head, and you actually get them, and it's not quite what's in your head. But
not the case with this.
No. Yeah. Marcel and the whole crew at FBass really laid this out. All of the guys, everybody that worked on this bass signed the inside of the electronic plate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's very, very, very cool, man.
I don't know if we talked about it. The other neat thing that you did, though, is I went with a flamed ash body.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of that bling with the flamed ash, but you don't have like the compression from a top. And so you're getting kind of the best of both worlds as well.
Yeah, you really are, man. And it was the last flamed ash body they had. He told me so. I was like, yeah, I gotta go with that, man.
Yeah.
I'm going over the top with it. So at any rate, yeah, it turned out really beautiful, man. I just can't say enough about the workmanship. I've always been a fan of FBass.
Oh yeah.
Just
such great guys.
Yeah,
great builders, cool. But also just great guys.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah. I mean, Marcel is like, he's great to work with, man, and get right back to you. And I would say something about their customer service, but I've never had a problem.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with any of
between them and me, and you always got my cell phone, so if you ever need me, you always hit me up on.
Yeah, I just and I've owned.
We all take care of you,
right? And I've owned several FBasses, but I've never had a problem with one.
Yeah,
never.
No,
so
these guys are great.
Yeah, they build tanks, man. They do a really.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. So we've kind of gone through the specs, and we're here. As you can tell, we're not at my house. We're at Fazio's Music in St. Louis today, and so I've got a little bit of video of Tony playing the bass, and then got. A lot of video of John playing the bass. And we've got also some video of John playing my bass, which I'll make a separate video for just for people to lust after, because she's not for sale. It's my baby. You can't sell my baby.
Understood.
Unless the price is right. But,
right.
I mean, I make more babies. Who are we kidding here?
This is true.
9 months and 5 minutes, and that's all it takes. Oh, God, that's terrible. I don't know if we leave that in. Anyway, so you're gonna love.
If we're gonna keep the video real, you gotta keep that in.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna keep it 100.
You're gonna love it. So if you want something like this for yourself, hit me up, Donovan at FretSpot.com.
Absolutely.
And anyways, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. One other thing. I don't know if they're doing this on all the BN5s now, but they've changed the neck a little bit. So the neck, if I'm not mistaken, what Marcel told me was that they narrowed the neck a millimeter at the nut.
I think you got the thin neck carve.
Yeah,
and I think I've ever seen that on the invoice too.
Okay.
So and if I was to reorder my bass, I'd probably do that thin neck carve too, because
it plays super fast, man.
That neck with the thin neck carve.
I play super slow.
Kind of like the Federa neck, because you also brought a Federa today that we played around with.
Yep.
And kind of gets that nice thin fast feel.
Yeah. I play super slow, but the neck plays super fast. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Well, let's take a listen to it then.
This guy was Hawaiian and could just like sing like no get out. And so
Man, that's
Yeah, it's so pretty, man. It's so in tune.
So in tune.
What's hard, man? Recording on that kind of stuff, like it just not sounding too in tune. Does it sound too like?
Well, I mean, you know, I can definitely hear it when it's out of tune when I play
Right.
chords. But it's like you said, as if you expect it to be out of tune.
Well, chords. A lot of times, I'm like on basses. Like, I mean, I bet I can go grab one off the wall over there that we won't play chords with.
Won't play chords, do it.
Yeah. It's hard, especially if you're doing a low bass note and playing the chords on top.
Yeah.
You usually will hear some.
Some little vibe, yeah.
You should hear something. Normally hear something, but
No, that's definitely very clean and clear. Very in tune, I would agree.
So what?
Very in tune. He just caught me off guard with that.
well, it's not a comment I would normally make, but when you play chords and you don't hear the woo, 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 like
Yeah.
it's like that's nice.
Say something's working.
Yeah, it works out real cool, man.
God, that thing turned out so nice.
Something Marcel told me, he said the best slap sound is when you have single coil on the front pickup, and I guess it's parallel. You have to switch down on the rear pickup.
Really?
So the rear pickup is a little fatter sounding. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that how you have it set up
And
now?
then, yeah.
Okay.
So I just don't have everything cranked all the way. I just got the volume and tone cranked all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The ramp, man, throws people.
I give John lessons on Fridays.
Every
Friday
So you had
about
one
4
yesterday.
o'clock.
Yeah. Shows what you learned.
Right. Yeah, we worked on
Man,
that
you're a
Friday.
good teacher,
We worked on
man.
that Friday, yeah.
I need to
I keep bumping into it.
Can't help it.
That's the point.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to keep your fingers from getting too far down below.
Okay.
That's a beautiful instrument.
It is. Make that little $400 Fender bass amp sound like a champ. we got a lot funkier, a lot better. These are practicing.
Right. He done played all the bad notes out.
That's right.
Nothing left for good now, man. Nothing left for good.
That's what happens when you buy bass from me. Like,